Alright, well hey YouTube, I've got to come along. All the paint is pretty much off now. All that is right there is some dried citrus strip, and that'll come right off with the lacquer thinner. It doesn't, of course this is over on the dark side. I don't have many lights over on this side of the room, just one light bulb. But you can see all the paint is now off. That there's still some clear lacquer on. I haven't done any wiping on this thing yet with lacquer, so I'm just showing you how it looks. And this here is a Wilson. Okay, I can read it now. Let me turn this camera around and find the, there we are. It's a Wilson brand of Hoosier cabinet. I want to get a good picture of that so I can see which plate to reorder for it. And like I say, I mean, you can see where the lacquer is thick on it, and that's where the paint stuck mostly, was where the lacquer was really thick. But I say I've gotten through just about all of the paint now. I'm not going to strip, like I say, I'm not going to strip the inside of this. Now I'll sand it down a little bit and repaint it white, but I'm not going to strip down the whole inside of this thing. I'm just going to get the outside of it. See, there's some more citrus strips stuck on the end down there. But I've been working hard on these, and I still got to get the edge there. Those little black dots are all citrus, are all bits of lacquer that haven't come off yet. There's some lacquer with a couple of daubs of paint on it. There's some paint right here, up in that corner up there. But I've been taking a little awl and cleaning out the corners as best as I can, and I'll take them out during the daylight sometime, and I haven't really gotten that one yet, and I can get a little bit better in that one. I'll say still some lacquer around the edges on this one here. But this is the third one that I've done. I've got other ones over here. So these here are coming up pretty good now, yes. Still got to get the crap cleaned out from underneath of these panes here so I can get that glass cleaned off real good. And now this here still has citrus strip on it, dried citrus strip, and there's some paint up through here I got to get yet. Those are the bottom doors for it, but the top doors are all pretty much clean now, just except for what I've got to do left on that little one over there. But now that I know that that's a Wilson, I'll know a lot more of the proper pieces to get for redoing it. I've decided I'm not going to save these brackets here. These brackets like this, I'm not even going to try to save them. I'm just going to order new. They make reproduction ones, and those things are so nasty it would take forever to get them clean. So they're coming off, and I'll put new ones on. I'll say it. You just see how rusty and filthy they are. I'm not even going to try to clean that. I'm just going to order new reproduction. I'll say what. Just wanted to give you a little update. Let's see. All I've been doing for these corners here is just taking a little pick like this and just slowly going through and just digging on it a little bit at a time. And then after I get so much dug, I'll take that lacquer thinner again and go over it and Clean it up a bit more. It's now getting just down into detail work now, kindly. Hard to hold the camera and keep this in the picture, but I'm trying. And then eventually I'll get to a point where I'll just take a little Dremel or something and get in there and get the last little bits of it. But you can see how it's going. Okay, well, I guess that's about all I got to report for now. This is Gary, signing off. Alright, YouTube, well, pardon the noise of this cricket's paradise I'm in, apparently. But I've now set this down on the floor and wiped it down good. It's starting to dry out and getting the light spots on it there from drying out. You can see how it's getting the light up here and stuff too. So yeah, it'll take a little bit of sanding, bring it up all fresh wood and everything. Remember how dusty and dirty the top was and everything? What a little lacquer thinner will do to that. It brought it out to the original finish on there. It's still a little bit damp. But I've got all that wiped down and just about all the lacquer off of it everywhere. And you can see that Wilson's label real good now. Look at there. Wilson kitchen cabinet. Still considered a Hoosier cabinet, but it's made by Wilson. I went over these doors some more and got them cleaned up better. I still got to get down in the corners and the crevices and whatnot, but all in all, I'm well pleased with the results so far. You know, I've went through close to about a half a gallon of lacquer thinner tonight. I got another full gallon over there, and I've still got some in this one here. So that'll be plenty for the bottom cabinet when I get started on it. I say about all I need to do left on this is some light sanding, just to bring up the finish a little bit and try to get rid of some of the dark on that. I'm not sure what that is. I've tried to clean it several times and it just doesn't want to come out. I'll try a little bit of sanding on it too and see if that doesn't help some. It doesn't go down too deep. But that's about all I've got for tonight. So stay tuned and we'll come back with another episode here for too long. Thanks for watching. This is Gary, signing off.